Warning, this podcast contains spoilers.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the As Seen on TV podcast for Once Upon a Time. This is season 7, episode 19, Flower Child. I am your host, Jacob, and I have with me Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
And down there's Rachel.
I'm down here!
Hi. See, you're not usually down there.
No,
You're usually here.
Yeah, I got switched around. I got demoted.
The place these boxes has nothing to do, with our social status.
No.
So I've been told.
I'm just gonna say I want to get the big bomb out of the way for this episode. Are we on the same page that the biggest bomb is the bomb about where Gothel is from?
Yes.
Kind of one of them, yes.
Well, we were right. This is her backstory episode. It's called this backstory episode. And it's called Flower Child. Well, I thought it was called Flower Child because we were going to see that flower that we saw in Tangled.
Mm-hmm.
But no.
No.
And then I thought maybe there's a wedding. There's no wedding. We already had a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lot of weddings, actually, in the show. No, but apparently Gothel is a wood nymph.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
See,
but I can see it because all the vines and the flowers and
it does make sense. But the reveal for me was like a certain character reveal in True Blood, and even the character thought it was lame. So, I don't know who's watched True Blood, and I don't really want to say what it is. If you want to know, go watch. But I mean, I kind of thought that maybe it was just because the tree nymphs themselves were kind of I didn't like the costume. I didn't like the way they looked. Maybe that's why I felt lame.
What the fuck brought
I think
up
the paint on their face, their paint on their bodies looked really lame.
I mean,
they
know how to do green paint already. Why can't?
Well, they kind of do. See, here's the thing about Zelina's makeup. They have full coverage of Zelina's makeup. I'm not sure what they're using, but it's a nice even coat. But I think they put too much glitter on her, so it looks like she's sweating all the time.
It's true.
Am I the only one
It's hot there.
It's not hot in Vancouver. Just saying.
I know. I'm just saying that there's a little realm that's hot.
It's because of the glitter and the gloss that they put on her. It looks really moist. With these ones, it looks like they crushed up some chalk and
Yeah. And the wig was terrible too, the green and
I think they just legit put plants on their head.
It was
No, they kind of reminded me of crusty mermaids that got left out of the water.
I mean they totally could have did it.
I'm telling you, with this dry shampoo we had it with Emma and I don't like it.
Yeah. They could have definitely done better with. I mean, I've seen tree nymphs in lore and picture books and stuff before, and they do not look like that. They do not
literally have a flower crown on their head. That's all you have to do.
Really, that's all.
Not this shit. What is this? What is that?
Well, also, I think one of the big reveals is that the girl that she took as her second. That
Serafina?
was Serafina was like, what? She's magical too. Where the fuck did she come from? She just came out of nowhere.
Where the fuck did she come from? I want to know about what happened to you, if anything did happen.
Because she says she's like hers, but it doesn't look like she has the same magic. She's a different element. You know what I mean?
She kind of reminded me, she almost had a light element, kind of like Emma. Which
I was going to say light or water or something like that. But
which completely kind of throws me for a loop because I'm assuming this is hundreds of years in the past.
It was. Well, they said 100 or 1,000 years into the future when they into our present.
Yeah. So maybe Serafina is a descendant of Emma, and I mean, because she went over to the Enchanted Forest with Gothel way back in the day, so it's like,
I don't know. But yeah, so it was very interesting, you know.
Why didn't they just compare?
I don't know. I got a very when she was in the ballroom, I got a very Carrie feeling at the prom with her.
Yeah, it kind of did play out like that a little bit.
Because, okay, they dump the mud on her head. Okay, that's dumping the pig's blood on her head. She comes back, kills people, and then she starts, it was very Carrie feeling.
Well, the thing about Carrie is, the reason why I love Carrie, and the reason why I did a whole, 10-minute solo performance of Carrie, is because the character of Carrie is a tragic one. And she's been sheltered her whole life. Her mother is, fucking crazy. And she doesn't know she doesn't know about Shark Week, so that whole thing happens. And then Carrie comes into these powers, and the thing about the powers at the end of the spoiler alert for a fucking 30-year-old book and a movie. At the end, at the end of the book, because I'm most familiar with the book. At the end of the book, after she's the prom queen, but it's a prank. People voted for her on purpose so that they can humiliate her on stage, and they dump pig blood all over her dress. And then at that point, she snaps, and the powers inside her, the power that was manifesting inside of her, basically kills her, and it takes over her body. And then the powers are using Carrie's body to kill everybody. And so there was this, and at the end of the book, it mentions how, this was a giant massacre, and everyone remembers this, crazy ass lady who killed everybody, but it wasn't her. It's a problem. Carrie was gone at that point. And it was because of these people who humiliated her, who ostracized her, and then not only to ostracize her, but then to bring her in to their inner circle, and then just completely betray her.
Mm-hmm.
And just to have these powers that gave her a voice to also betray her.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about this character, Gothel, I don't like her.
No, she's not tragic in the sense, but I'm just saying I got a very Carrie feeling with her, with them ganging up.
Scene.
Yeah, just one scene when they ganged up on her, and they, she wanted to fit in, just like Carrie wanted to fit in. That's all she wanted to do. And then they ganged up on her and humiliated her in front of everyone and all this stuff. And that's exactly what they did. And I did get a very Carrie feeling from that. I'm like, she came back in like a badass and killed everyone that pissed her off. So I was like, at that point, I was like, okay, this is not where you're supposed to be going. This is not what your mama wanted you to do, but good on you.
It could have been a good, and see, I like how you draw the Carrie comparison, because I think what Carrie did this type of thing right, where I don't think this episode did, because she wasn't being controlled by anybody. She killed those people.
She willfully did it, and it was a little bit different, because what really fueled her was not just the humiliation, was the death of her family.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there was a little bit more of a vengeance thing behind what Gothel did rather than Carrie. It was just pure emotion from being humiliated at that point. Mm-hmm. So,
got some cool
powers, though. Yeah, they went into it hot-headed, but whatever. It happened. She I don't know what she poisoned people, basically.
I don't know, but
she was gonna summon some giant Deku Babas and have.
Well, when she first did it, and they started coming down, oh, what? She got the Venus flytraps eat everyone, and then they started spraying poison or whatnot. But
that's the least graphic way to do it.
Mm.
It is
bad though.
But I mean, now we understand what she hates humans. Basically, she hates humans. And we see that a lot in different fairy tales, how a magical creature hates humans because of what one or two humans did. Kind of like Maleficent in the movie. When Stefan betrayed her, she just hates all humans. Mm-hmm. All humans are bad. Paint them all with one brush, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it that transcends also all different types of fairy tales and stories that have been told. It's a human. It's the human condition. It's the human side. It's that, most humans try to destroy what they don't understand.
Or they just destroy because they can.
Because they're, freaks, or they're, they don't belong, or
because they feel entitled, and what they do
still
matters more.
It happens to this day too. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not a new thing.
Humans can't live in peace with each other, and it's sad.
Yeah, I think the bomb that got me was when she revealed that she's from, because of the humans, the land had no more magic, so she's from the land without magic, which means where everybody else is like I'm just like, it's our world. You're not from Enchanted Forest. You're from our world. Our world had a load of fucking magic in it, but
which it still does. I still don't know how that works.
It still has magic, but because it's been gone for so long, nobody believes in it, so it's just dormant. Mm-hmm. So, the fact that she's hopped the world, she went to Enchanted Forest, but she's from our land. It's like that. As soon as she said that, I was like, "What?" That's a huge twist.
What was it
for me, anyways? What was it? I don't know. I don't think it was called anything before. Just Land Without Magic.
The Land with Magic, but now it doesn't. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Land with Magic until we don't have it anymore.
Yeah. So, I don't know, and I really don't like Gothel either. I'm with you on that boat. I can't stand her. Not because she hates all humans. It's just the way she goes about it. The way she goes about using her powers.
She hates them all, and she wants them all to die.
But then her daughter is half human.
But she's bringing her daughter in. But then again, her I don't know. Hook isn't. I guess he is human, but he's from the Enchanted Forest, so he isn't from.
But he's also
from a different Hook.
So maybe he is just magic because he was made with a wish, right?
It's a loose thing, but he's from the Enchanted Forest, so or Rush Realm, whatever.
See, I think if you just kill Hook, it's just going to turn into a pile of dust because, like, that whole Wish Realm was created. Can we please acknowledge that Aladdin just made a fucking universe? So that never went away, mind you. I think in that regard, he is magical because he is magic because he's made out of it.
Yeah,
this is true.
But he doesn't have magic. It's weird.
But I mean, it's like you can sit there and play devil's advocate all you want, but the way she's gone about it is not the right way.
No.
I just feel like she's, it doesn't. I'm sure this was not the intention. Just the way she comes off just seems very petty. In that, like, kind of like people don't think I'm pretty kind of way.
And it was like she was going to just let Tilly be, but then once her other the one missing piece decided to leave, she was like, okay, I'll use her.
She does reveal to Tilly that she is her mom.
Mm-hmm.
She looks like she could be her sister.
Just like walks up on the street and goes, "Yo, I'm your mama." It's like, excuse me, what? Get the hell away from me! You're a creep. Get out.
Right? Right. Yeah. Like, really? And then she goes and tells her that Hook's her dad, and he's just like, what?
I mean, he just himself found out. He read the paper that Henry has. It says Henry is Lucy's father, so he's like, what the like? I could just.
Why are these things happening?
Why? What is? Where am I?
Anything right now could be possible. He's like, I'm not. Nothing out. Everything I'm seeing, he's totally out. He's like, whatever. I don't know what's up, what's down. Up is down is up. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's just like going with the flow right now. And I do like Tilly's little speech. She's like, I know you're my dad. I can feel it.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's gonna be
amazing.
their closeness in vicinity, not like character connection socially. I mean, that's going to be short-lived once the curse is gone. So I hope Tilly actually, she's just the one that's going to be able to cure it just like that. Just be like, you know what? I have power and I'm a healer. I should have known. And she just breaks the spell.
Have you noticed how, like, Henry has taken, like, the back seat of this season?
I'm actually okay with that.
Yeah, I know, but, like, I find it strange because it would make sense, right? Because, like, we follow Emma, like, for the first, like, 6 seasons, and so this one, it would make sense that, you know, the main character role will go on to Henry, and I think he's still the main character, but I feel like Tilly's the main character now.
I'm okay with that.
I mean, we know she has magic because obviously otherwise she wouldn't be able to complete the circle. She didn't want to. She didn't want to, but she was like, I want to save him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what Regina did. She's like, I don't want to join circle, but if I don't, then Henry dies, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then on the other side you have Mr.
Facilier.
Facilier with Lucy. It's like, I don't know what his angle is right now. Is he actually helping her or something else? There's something. He's not showing all his hands. He's showing bits and pieces, and it's pissing me off. But,
all the cards, just like maybe like 1 or 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
He's showing you 1 or 2 of like 25 cards and expecting you to go guess them all. I was like, no, I can't do that.
I think Lucy comes to Facilier with a little proposition, and she just wanders into his office. It wasn't hard. I don't know. I want to see how she did that. Because this girl's crafty. How the fuck you breaking into people's apartments? Whatever else is this girl?
She's good. Look who her dad is.
Yeah, but she goes to Facilier. She's like, I have a proposition for you. Like, you need to, find a way to break this damn curse, because Regina would actually really like that, because, she's, working her ass off trying to do it.
Yep.
And also she's going to be upset if, like, Henry dies, and it's going to be your fault. Well, not really, but...
Gotta find someone to blame.
Which Regina will gladly do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, and I do like, and I love the whole mom-daughter moment they had in their bedroom and stuff. And that was so cute. And
with Jacinda and Lucy, yeah.
Yeah. Lucy's like, what's BL? Before Lucy. And I'm like, oh God, there's going to be something in it.
Yeah.
There's going to be something in it.
The fact that they had all these box of things from their past, and Jacinda's like, oh yeah, don't worry, there's nothing really in there. And then, there's the glass slipper, there's the t-shirt from Granny's, and it's just like, she's like, I've never seen that stuff before. Sure you have, sweetheart. You just haven't had the gumption because the curse has kept you away from those boxes for a reason.
Mm-hmm. And I love the fact that, they found that, because Henry had the other piece and it fit. And it was here. Oh, God, Lucy. Why would you let your kid take it and run out of the house with it?
Yeah, that's like, Henry's like, yeah, apart from her running with broken glass, like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, she can go anywhere she wants. Oh, God. Yeah, just let her run away. It's fine. We're good.
Everything's fine.
There's only like was a mass murderer on a freaking serial killer on the streets, and cultists and shit. It's whatever. It's a safe neighborhood.
Okay. She just goes wherever she wants.
Like Lucy comes out like, Mom, I'm bored. Just go play in the traffic. Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it's just. Oh, but yeah.
I thought of that scene from The Grinch. Y'all remember The Grinch? This is the Jim Carrey Grinch where he just like hands like a hacksaw to like some kids. He's like, here's a present for you. Go. You have to run really fast with it. Go.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just there's so much going on right now, and it's. I know it's coming to the end, and they have to kind of speed things up a little bit. It's like no. That's what my body's saying. No, slow down, let it go. But they can't. Because this seems like it was the episode that really was like, it's on the runway. It's taking off. Yeah.
even with like a backstory, usually the backstory episodes are a little bit slower, but even with that being put into this episode, it was going. It was like Sonic the Hedgehog fast. Like that's what it felt like.
Yeah, it did. It was like,
To
oh
me
my god,
anyway.
okay, all right, okay. Oh, we're here now.
This is the thing.
We're over here now.
I
Where are we
kind of
going?
it was like we mentioned, like, Gothel just walked up to Tilly in the middle of the street and said, "Hey, I'm your mom." Like out of nowhere. I feel like that was because they feel like they need to get things really, really started, and that was the only way they could kickstart this whole Tilly
Yeah.
arc. So
But yeah, I mean, it wasn't so fast, but I mean, you still got what was going on, and you still understood.
yeah,
What was
it
going
wasn't
on.
confusing.
Mm-mm. I just feel bad for Tilly right now because she's torn between having a mom. Of course, Gothel is pretending to act like she cares. Whether or not she actually does or not, we don't really know. She could have regretted leaving her daughter there afterwards. We don't know. We didn't see anything after that. But her not wanting to go back, I can understand because she don't want to be stuck up there too, kind of thing. Whether or not she's remorseful now for leaving Tilly, I don't know. But she puts on a really good act if she, yeah. But Tilly not having parents and then all of a sudden having both of them want them to do opposite things, that has to be hard on her.
I think she knows what she wants. I think she'd rather have Hook in her life. She'd rather be able to be with Robin. And Gothel just shows up now out of nowhere and makes her make an ultimatum choice, like your dad, like to join the circle and let your dad live or let him die. Like that's not a mom thing to do, and I know Tilly already knows that.
Well, having your mom being a leader of a cult is not a mom thing to do.
No.
Well, she told her that so much. She told her so much.
Yeah. No, I think Tilly she knows what to do. She knows what's right, and she's just doing what she feels she needs to do to save the situation.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. So, yeah.
I want to talk about this damn Henry and Jacinda shenaniganery, because I wanted to see the fucking fallout from what happened when they found out that they were both Lucy's parents, and like, what the fuck was this shit? They're okay? Are they just fine with this?
I love that he brought up, he goes, did you go to Cabo at any time?
What,
or was it Cancun? I can't remember.
I think it was Cabo.
It's like, really? But
yeah, you had too much to drink in Cabo at one time. Okay, that might be a little bit of a TMI for us, but it also makes us go, why did you go to Cabo?
What were you doing?
What were you doing in Cabo?
What were you doing? But yeah,
Cabo.
it's like
Where's Cabo?
Wants to believe, but it's hard for her to believe right now. Still, even with all these evidence, because come on, that's really weird.
I mean, they kissed. Nothing happened, right?
But yeah, Mr. Magic put the glass slipper in his heart. I'm wondering if that kind of held, kind of like a barrier from the, true love's kiss kind of thing.
Like a glass case of some sort.
A glass barrier around his heart.
I feel like, Facilier knows he himself cannot break the curse. And he does want to save face with Regina, but yet he still has
like a glass heart.
Exactly.
A glass case
and
around his heart that way.
He wants to save Henry so that Regina will still be okay with him, but also he has his ulterior motives so that, so that the situation can turn in his benefit. I feel like he is playing it out right now so that he is helping, but in fact, in the end, it'll benefit him more. So,
yeah, I mean, if everyone woke up, then he would lose a lot.
Mm-hmm. He would.
A lot of souls.
Mm-hmm. So this is definitely him not only protecting Henry so that the curse doesn't break, but also so the curse doesn't break so he protects himself from all the shit that's going to come at him after that.
Especially whatever with Naveen he has going on.
Yeah, where is Naveen? What's he doing?
He's Naveen was with Hook for a bit.
Yeah, Naveen, it's great. It's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I like Naveen and Tiana's relationship in the movie. So like I don't know, the show breaks my heart when he's really betraying her. Like I'm sure he doesn't want to, but it's like why?
No.
And also, I need more Sabine in my life. Well, actually, not really Sabine, but Tiana. I just need Tiana.
Yeah. Well, she's kind of the same person, to be honest.
She kind of is.
She's still strong-willed, motivated, determined. You know, she's everything.
I think that just has to do with the nature of Tiana's character. Like even in this version and in the Disney version, where Tiana was not a princess just to begin with.
No.
And she may have, and she didn't even become a princess until the end of the movie. And even at that point, she didn't have a kingdom. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sure she has a kingdom because they'll inherit one. But no, she still lives where she lived. Mm-hmm. She's running her business.
Humble. She's still humble because that's all she knows. She's not going to change overnight. She doesn't want to. She's all for the people.
Yeah.
Yep.
The good people, anyway. Not the racist bad people. That we don't want those.
But we're still trying to piece together what Felicity, whatever they call him in here. I can't remember. It starts with an S.
Samheed
or something like that. We're still.
Just gonna call him Facilier because he's woke up, so he's always been Facilier.
But what his objectives were not quite sure on.
Nope.
Oh, and the police officer came up again, and I saw his name tag. It's Samuel B. Rice. I don't know what that means. Samuel B. Just the letter B. Rice. R-Y-C-E.
Rice.
I don't know.
Because.
He keeps popping up, and I don't know who he is, and he keeps popping up over and over again in all these episodes.
He's just like Nurse Ratched, from a couple seasons ago. They just showing up and it's like a reference to something, but they never do anything with it.
I didn't look up the name, so I don't know. Might do that right now.
I looked up Dr. Facilier's Hyperion Heights name. It's Mr. Samidi. I think that's how you're saying it. S-A-M, Sam, I-D-I. Samdi? Samdi? I don't know how it's supposed to.
Samdi, yeah.
Samdi? That sounds about right, Samdi.
No, I got profiles from Facebook. There's actually people named that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, well. Yeah, no. I got some LinkedIn, some Ancestry. Nope, nothing. Nothing that I can go with,
Not even on the Once Wiki.
It's like a featured extra, I guess.
But he's been everywhere. Yeah. I mean, they show pictures of him. Mm-hmm. They don't say anything except for he's a character on there portrayed by so and so. He's a desk sergeant, apparently.
Yeah. He's definitely a paper pusher in the PD. Nothing besides that. So I don't know. His name doesn't mean anything. I mean, he was easily manipulated by Gothel. So I mean, there's that. I honestly don't think he might just be popping up just because it was leading to this point with Gothel. That's it. That was the only thing. She just needed someone to do some dirty work for her, which he did. He kind of put Hook in a trap so that she could be caught, or he could be caught and she could use him.
Who is this actor? And what do you put onto your resume? Oh yeah, I was the guy at the front desk.
I was the guy at the front desk. Yeah, no, he keeps showing up, and then what exactly they're summoning, we don't know, but it has fire.
I don't know, and I don't know if it has something to do with this fucked up timeline that I saw the previews for next episode.
I didn't see it. I didn't see the previews for next episode.
And trippy as fuck, and I don't know. I'm losing all the things because it was something. It was something. Because and like now the episode title makes sense to me. Next episode 20, is called "Is This Henry Mills?"
Mm-hmm.
That's it. No synopsis or whatever else.
But the visuals from the promo was all over the place, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are they doing that on purpose because they want to keep that mist of mystery out for us because we're coming to a close, or is it just because this episode is just gonna be a fucking mess?
I don't know. Well, I'm just happy to see a certain somebody who's coming back for this episode. Yeah. Rachel, do you remember in Doctor Who? I don't know if you remember that episode of Doctor Who where the Doctor like leaves a message as his past self, but he's talking to like his current self.
I can't remember.
It's like that. It's like that.
Yeah.
Just back.
He does it quite a few times.
Okay.
We had something like that done in Legends where they went back in time and got stuck, and then they wrote something to their future selves to help them get.
Yes, that did happen.
So keep the episode title in mind. Is this Henry Mills? ... Please hold.
Mm-hmm.
Bookmark that for later when we watch the episode.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think, did we miss anything?
I can't think of anything else.
Other than how sad we are that this is ending.
There was no confirmation on who Serafina is, right?
I don't.
She was just the first one. She
was the first, yeah. So I haven't checked the wiki or anything. 'Cause usually they have a little extra tidbits on characters like Serafina because she
like
obviously
that they didn't mention in the episode.
Exactly. Obviously she plays a part because she was the first random witchy person that Gothel found. So she's obviously going to. She doesn't seem very prominent right now, but I think she's gonna turncoat. I think she doesn't seem like the type of person to do the bad thing. She seems like a honest to God good person.
But she's a
and where did he find them? They were asleep. So and then all of a sudden they're in a cave and there they are. What? I don't get it.
Yeah, that's a little extra scene probably could have been included there. Just
I wonder if there
us.
was one and they had to cut it or something.
Maybe. I mean, that does happen a lot.
But, I guess we're just going to have to wait till next episode. One episode closer to the finale.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna break my heart. I'm gonna cry. Make me cry my own tears.
They should just kill everybody off and then it'll be worth the tears at that point.
At the end, everyone explodes.
Yeah, just...
They break the curse and everyone explodes.
No, but like before it ends, let's do this little thing before we go. So like, what do you want to see at the end of this? At the end of all this, anything that they've been building up to that they never actually got the chance to finish, or like any storylines or a character you want to see come back? What do you want to see from the end of this series? And this is what I want to see. There are a lot of things that I do want to see, of course, but I think I think it makes sense. For me anyway, I want to see Emma and Hook's baby.
Oh, I would love to see Emma and Hook's baby. I'd like to know what they didn't tell us what they had.
A girl.
Did they have a girl?
I think it's a girl.
I would love to see their baby and what
don't-
they named her and stuff.
I don't think she's a baby anymore, is she?
She might not be. I'd love to see their kid. Whatever.
Yeah.
Their spawnling. Their,
Does it have double
the
horns?
fruit of their loins.
I just imagine this cute, like, little puffy faced girl that has freckles and like curly, dirty blonde hair,
Just off that.
big baby blues, like, oh my god, she's gonna be adorable.
This damn crib that never got used. Can we pull the dust off of it, please? Can we
That's
use
right.
Yeah, right. Oh, that would be so sweet. The mobile was in Gold's shop,
Mm-hmm. It was.
so they could use the mobile. That would be sweet. That'd be like super sweet. So
Nikki, what about you? Wishful thinking.
I honestly, I want to see Gold's story come to an end and have him get what he wants, which is be with Belle in the end.
that would be amazing.
I mean, I think that's the only way that they can possibly put a bow on his story where it would be satisfying. Because any way else is an open door, and I
think-
want open doors. I want open doors, but at the same time, if they're going to shut this series down, they need to do that for Rumple.
They need to shut. I mean, some of the old characters have been on there since the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they don't want to come back, and they
And some
need
need
to.
to die.
They need to wrap up those stories, and maybe leave some of the other ones unopened, like the new characters and stuff, which would be like Once Upon a Time, the next generation kind of thing.
That's kind of
You
what
know.
this was supposed to be, but
But yeah,
You fucking canceled it.
ABC.
Chuma draws.
Yeah, and I'm
Right.
guessing there's no synopsis for next
No,
season
no, they're
I-
for
I-
next season.
I can't
no.
imagine.
or in our next episode.
Okay. Rachel, what would you like to save? Wishful thinking. Just wishful thinking.
I don't know. There's quite a bit. I can't pick one. I just can't.
It's like my wishful thinking is uncancel the show.
Well,
Pretty much.
Yeah.
because they're still characters that we need. Like, Philip and Aurora, where the fuck are you?
I mean, even Cinderella, we never got anything much more on her.
No.
So
There's so many characters. There's so many ways they could go. Even with the new, people. There's so many different avenues they could go.
like, what the hell is Drusilla and Anastasia doing in the Enchanted Forest? Are they okay?
Oh my God, right?
Are they okay? Have they been
Is
eaten by
there-
ogres?
I mean, is there still an enchanted forest? What does it look like now after she cursed everyone out of it? What? You know what I mean?
What's going on downstairs in the underworld? There's nobody there to rule it. What the fuck is going on in Oz? It's probably all chaos. There's no wizard. There's no witches. What is going on over there? I don't know.
Exactly. I mean, we got Oz in an episode. It was a flashback, but I mean, still, like, they're like poking at us, saying, "Hey, don't forget about this."
You know, I went back and I saw that episode with Oz and like the witch. She said that there are starving kids in Arendelle. What the fuck is going on over in Arendelle?
What?
Right? That's what she said. Yep.
Seriously, once upon a time.
Yes, they did it. They know what
Damn
they're
it.
doing. They hate us all.
Did something happen that I should know? Did the food freeze and we can't eat it? What happened?
Maybe. I feel like this is a before Anna and Elsa storyline thing.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
So it was before they were born, and they had terrible rulers then, before her
Maybe.
father.
I don't know. Maybe her mom was there. Who knows?
Hmm.
But,
Hmm.
yeah, whatever. Eventually, we'll just have to deal with it. It is coming to an end. So, I don't know. I don't have anything else to say.
Well, with that has been our show. Nikki, where can the people find you?
On Twitter, you can find me on Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyVenom24.
Rachel, where can the people find you?
At Twitter, Viking Witch 76, and at Twitch at Viking Witch.
And you can find me and Dolph Make Giggles and Gore and Monsters and Mayhem on the Twitters, tweeting me throughout the life at ToNoverland. That is TONOWHERELAND. Join the Noverland Society. And this has been the Ask on TV podcast for Once Upon a Time, and you can follow us here on Twitch if you want to watch us live. Comment on that over there, wherever that is. Or you can follow us on YouTube, where we will be uploading this later at ASO TV Podcast. Important links down below to our Twitter, our Discord, our Google+, MySpace, Facebook, whatever it is that you guys like to use. Leave us a comment if you like, or you can just like us. You can't dislike us. The button still doesn't work. I'm sorry.
No dislike button. Sorry.
Later, Gators.
Bye!